change to filter through this land of ours and fill a sportsman's dreams. Enjoy what nature holds for us, her bounty never ends. Getting back to basics with the practical sportsman. It's always an adventure, no matter where we go. From a favorite hunting spot to the hottest fishing hole. Outdoor life we all can share with family and friends. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman.
Hi there, come on in. It is Thursday night, April 25th, the year 2002. This is normally smelt season in Michigan. Zach, you got some news for us on that, don't you?
Yeah, we may or may not have a smelt season this year, but we're going to look at the reasons of why that may be.
And I have a story that, of course, we taped it a couple weeks ago at the museum. The attack of a 3-pound bear right here at the museum. So you stay tuned. We have a lot more. I'm Fred Trost.
And I'm Zachary Trost, and you're watching The Practical Sportsman. She was eating here. We haven't taken.
Here. Oh, that's the one that's squalling in there?
Yeah.
Hey.
He wants out pretty bad. I'll take.
Get ready, he'll come right out.
The squalling you hear is a 3-pound black bear cub, hungry and cranky.
Here, Goofy. That's
Is that
her
what he
hand
wants,
in
his
there.
food?
Yeah, see something, he's mad.
I think he's teething.
Hey, eat.
Not my face.
Whoa! In books and movies, this is a teddy bear, but in real life, it scratches, bites, and inflicts pain. Now kiss
So
him.
mad. Oh, yeah.
That's what she wants, is loving.
Oh, she. Ow.
Oh,
We just
That's a
bit.
big
Did she
hickey.
bite you? The holes from his teeth are under Kim's glove. A few minutes later, we could see little spots of blood where the cub nipped her chin.
We gave kisses first.
Oh, there goes Darlene.
We gave kisses.
Yeah, she's all right. She'll come back.
So, what do you think about kissing a bear cub?
I don't like kissing them, having them kiss me back. No.
These two cubs belong to Bill Yoder.
He's just mad because the other one was out. He's getting left out of the ball game.
Yeah, it seems to have quieted down a little bit.
Left out of the ball game.
He's gonna climb right off me.
Hey, stay there. Hey, Fred. Hey,
No, he's not talking to me.
Fred Bear.
So that's Fred Bear.
Yep.
That's a little boy there.
Yep.
How can you tell? Not to get...
Well, you can tell by the tracks in the snow. That's my hand's gonna get bit. Here.
Here, bite my hand. There you go.
Now, are they trainable at all?
They are when you start smaller. They're almost too big to work with now. They're already set in their ways. And
How old are they?
6 weeks and 8 weeks.
Bill bought these cubs at an exotic animal auction in Ohio. They were born in captivity, but in Michigan you have to be licensed to possess even a domestically born bear.
But they have to.
He's a bitey one.
He's a what?
Bitey
A
one.
bitey one?
Uh-huh.
And that means he bites, huh?
You look up in the encyclopedia and you look for a bear and it's a bitey one,
A
right?
bitey one. You might wonder why we would allow bitey bear cubs to walk around people at our museum. Well, a week later we wouldn't. The bears got too aggressive. But now, even though a bite may hurt, it's not dangerous. Well, this looks like Yellowstone Park here now.
Oh my goodness.
You've seen the snarly attitude of this 3-pound bear, and that should give you an idea of a bear's disposition as it gets older. Everybody thinks they're just darling, not understanding the demeanor of a wild creature, even at this age.
I'm over here now, don't run away. Make a noise?
Yeah.
Make a lot of noise. They make a suckling noise when they're happy, and an ornery noise when they're hungry and mad. Just be careful, they bite real quick.
Okay.
Bill warns everyone they can bite unexpectedly.
Fred's better sewing fingers on than I am, so we've only had to do 4 today.
You're being funny.
Wow, it's amazing how strong their arms are.
Yeah, they can climb before they can walk.
That's amazing. Ow!
She bite you?
Yeah.
She's all right.
They're really
She's
quick.
fine.
That's why they got their own mood. You leave them alone or they're happy and
Fred likes
Yeah, he got me pretty good.
yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Any blood?
Oh yeah, a little.
Oh yeah, let's
Show the
see.
blood, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's show the blood.
Oh, that's not real deep.
Oh, hold it. Oh, there's two of them.
That's
Is
2
it?
marks.
2 marks. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
is a
that the first
bear.
time you've been bit by a bear?
It is the first time I've been bit by a bear.
You wouldn't think they're so little that they would be able to, that they would get you.
Nobody expects a teddy bear to do that. Best thing to do for that cut is let him lick the blood off.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, sleeping?
Yes.
Really?
Curled up in my arms and fell asleep.
This looks like a ball of fur from here. Mm-hmm. Can see no identifiable bear characteristics. There's an old saying, let a sleeping dog lie. Well, after seeing this bear cub bite 2 people, I cautiously lifted up its paw to look at those little claws. They're not such little claws, actually. I like it when they're asleep like this. Little pats on their feet. Huh. That's pretty neat, huh, Mom?
Didn't take him very long to fall asleep.
Well, he's just dead asleep. Hey, Booger. He didn't want to get up. While Fred Bear was sleeping, a little boy put his hands behind his back to keep the 8-week-old female from chomping on his fingers. Oh, you can pet him with a finger. Just use one that you don't really need. It doesn't take a kid long to learn about the hazards of a bear cub's teeth or its claws, and these kids learned the best way firsthand. I don't know what this little cub sees through the museum window, but I'd think that some of the exhibits would give a live bear the creeps.
She's gonna scratch your face, so.
Oh no.
You know what she said when she looked in the museum? Oh my God, is that a bear rug? No, she's saying fee, fi, fo, fum. No, she's just looking for a little morsel of meat, that's all. I can't help but tease these kids a little bit, but we are keeping close supervision on them and the bears. Chances are these kids and their parents will never, ever get to touch a bear cub again. I'm sure they'll never forget these roly-poly little balls of fur. They'll remember that even though the 3-pound bear looks mighty cute, it has sharp claws like you never see on a teddy bear. And while they might look cuddly enough to hug and kiss, behind that cute little nose and muzzle is a set of teeth that even at 6 weeks old can inflict a painful bite. The kids learned that by watching what happened to the adults.
Ow!
She bite you?
Yeah.
Any blood?
Oh yeah, a little. Yeah, he got me pretty good.
He's a bitey one.
He's a what?
Bitey
A
one.
bitey one?
That's what she wants, is loving.
Oh, she. Ow! We just
That's
bit.
big
Did she
hickey.
bite you?
Ooh. He's a bitey one.
A bitey one?
I'm over here now, don't run away.
He's a bitey one.
So what we're going to do this week is show you turkeys that were taken during the first week of 2001's turkey season. The Upper Peninsula's Delta County. Just as the sun was coming up, Rick Henderson from Escanaba hoists his gobbler that had an 8-inch beard. Oceana County in the Lower Peninsula, 13-year-old Josh Shunk from Fruitport got a gobbler with a 9-inch beard. Gratiot County was where Dorothy Martinka from Ashley got her gobbler at 7 in the evening. In Allegan County, down in the southwest corner, Charlie Redmond from Battle Creek took a gobbler with a 9.5-inch beard. It was taken on public land. And also on public land in Washtenaw County, this one with a 10-inch beard was taken by Jeff Collins from Pinckney. Another Jeff, Jeff Reimer from Romulus, was also hunting Washtenaw County where he got his trophy gobbler, also on public land. And one more Jeff got a big gobbler in Eaton County. Jeff Keeler from Grand Ledge took this one with a 10.5-inch beard. Lapeer County produced an early season tom, one with a 9.5-inch beard taken by Ed Hook from Columbiaville. And Montcalm County produced a big tom, estimated at 29 pounds for Jim Doolittle from Vestaburg. That is a nice photo. And finally, Kent County produced a gobbler in the first season of 2001. This tom had a 10-inch beard. Terry Jones from Rockford was the lucky hunter. He took it on the 23rd of April.
Well, this is a cool way to display your fish. You don't have to hang it on the wall, just hang it on your button.
There you go.
Chick Powers from Interlaken. They got a Monomin Whitefish, 19.5 inches. Lake Michigan went off the pier at Frankfurt.
Yes.
Now, it says that the 25th of June. Isn't that a little late for Menominee?
It is. I wasn't actually fishing for Menominee. It just happened.
Huh. Now, what do you smoke them then, or what?
This is the only one I've gotten, and I mounted it instead of smoked it.
Mount it yourself?
Yes, I did.
You're a professional taxidermist?
No, I'm an amateur taxidermist because I can't afford professional work.
Ah, I see. Well, this is pretty cool. I tell you, a Menominee Whitefish has a large eye, actually a very fragile mouth. You got to pull them in fairly carefully, but it's an interesting fish. Sort of like, it's in the whitefish family. Can be very tasty.
It is in the whitefish family. The major difference is a whitefish has a hump just behind the head and a little less forked tail. And I thought it was a whitefish at first, and I was going to mount it just because I don't have one in my collection. And as I looked through my books, there was a Menominee next to a whitefish in the book. I said, hey, wait a minute, this is a Menominee. And once I realized that, a Menominee minimum master angler size is 15 inches, not 23 like a whitefish. So this is 4.5 inches past minimum length.
Well, you ought to sometime maybe you could develop a zipper mount for something,
Yeah.
And you could.
I'm working on an armpit mount.
Armpit mount?
Under each arm.
That'd be good. Well, Chick Powers from Interlaken, way to go. Hands free. Yeah, very good.
Well, early October, end of September, October, elk are still really short-haired, like our short-haired deer would be in bow season. So the detail does show through. You can actually see the sunkenness in the face and almost see the veins in the outline of it. Just more detailed.
So what are you doing now?
I'm taking.
Oh, it's you're just like an optometrist or something.
Something. I'm not sure. Some days we really aren't sure, but I've covered this eye with what is called eye protect. It's basically a latex that dries and then peels off. Makes it easier to get all that paint off the eye.
Oh.
Just like a little rubber film over top.
I'll be darned. I thought those eyes were finished.
Look a lot different now, though.
Yeah, they do. So that's the color of an elk's eye?
Pretty much. They're a lot lighter colored than a whitetail. A whitetail would have a darker. You could almost not see the pupil in a whitetail.
I guess that's why on this eye here, it looked okay to me.
Yeah, well, but it's just black.
I thought it was fine.
You'd be an easy customer to please then. And you just go back over it and scrape any paint that's left off, clean them up a little thinner, and wipe them down with Windex.
Huh. And then off to who?
Ronnie Birchfield.
Ronnie Birchfield.
Gonna hang in his tire shop. Nice clean crisp line all the way around the eye. All I need to do now is wipe her down with some eyeglass cleaner. Should be nice and shiny and ready to go.
Last week, I told you that I was going to let you know this week where the smelt are. Well, unfortunately, all of my report sources are telling me that smelt are few and far between. And it's not because the conditions aren't right. The water temperatures at Oscoda are 45 to 47 degrees. It's been a problem that's been going on for the past several years. Actually, there was an article this past week by Ron St. Germain in the State Journal about the smelt numbers sinking. The smelt numbers have been declining for the past several years. There was a sampling by the Wisconsin Sea Grant Program in 1999 that had the smelt numbers at the lowest ever since 1973 when the sampling started. The history on the smelt is interesting. The rainbow smelt was introduced into Michigan in Crystal Lake in 1906. It was introduced as a bait fish for the salmon population that Michigan was trying to introduce also at the time. Well, the salmon introduction did not take, and on top of it, these smelt that were in Crystal Lake escaped and populated Lake Michigan. Actually, the smelt was considered a trash fish until about the 1930s. It was a nuisance. And then we figured out that it was fun to go smelt dipping, and it also was a very tasty fish to eat. And at that point, smelt took off. However, the declining smelt population has happened in the past. It happened in the 1940s and also in the 1970s. So this could be a cyclical thing. We don't know if this decline is cyclical, if it's disease. It's also possible that because of all the smelt dipping that we've done, according to this article also, that we've just maybe overfished the smelt that migrate up the rivers. We've dipped out all the fish that go from the lakes into the streams to spawn. And it's possible that we just have smelt that are spawning out in the Great Lakes. Could it be the zebra mussels? We know that the zebra mussels are affecting other aspects of the lake and ecosystems, but evidence so far suggests that they have little or no impact on the smelt population. Is it possible that we have too many predators out there? Well, the DNR has been looking into that. They've cut back on some of the stocking programs for salmon and coho to see if maybe we just have too many predators out there. A couple interesting facts on the life of a smelt. The smelt is a deeper water fish, generally spending most of its time at 48-foot depth or deeper. They're sensitive to light. Generally, that's why you'll only find them running at night. And to get spawning, they generally prefer a temperature of between 44 and 46 degrees. So, has the declining smelt runs, is it a cyclical thing? Does it have to do with the predators? Well, answer is we're not quite sure. However, Ron St. Germain quoted Lee Van Camp from St. John's, who's been dipping smelt for 34 plus years. It's turned into more of a social event than food gathering, but either way, we always have had a lot of fun. Well, a lot of smelt dippers will wonder when it was food gathering because that seems to be everybody's attitude. Smelt dipping is a lot of fun.
So, let's see. I got to get up shooting this weekend and turkey hunting and all. When do you want to do the show again?
Well, how about we'll see you next week here on The Practical Sportsman.
That'll work.
She was eating here. We haven't taken.
Here.
Oh, that's the one that's squalling in there?
Yeah.
Hey.
He wants out pretty bad. I'll take it.
Get ready, he'll come right out.
The squalling you hear is a 3-pound black bear cub, hungry and cranky.
Here, Goofy. That's
Is that
her
what he
hand
wants,
in
his
there.
food?
Yeah, see something, he's mad.
I think he's teething.
Hey, eat.